Morning all. We are going to be walking a long distance today. Well, maybe long for you, but not for me. We're on Bay Ridge Parkway and New Utrecht Avenue. Basically what I like to call 75th Street. And we're going to start here, and what we're going to do is we're going to get our way all the way up to the end. And that end is Shore Road. Basically to the ocean. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. And you guys get to tag along with me on this one. So this road actually starts all the way back behind me at Bay Parkway, which is another 5 blocks, another 5 long blocks. I decided to start it over by New Utrecht Avenue. It's still going to be a long walk, so it's maybe an extra, I don't know, maybe an extra 10 or 15 minutes of walking I knocked off by starting at New Utrecht. We are in Bensonhurst, but then we will get into Dyker Heights and then into Bay Ridge. 75th Street, Bay Ridge Parkway is just a bunch of these homes on either side. It's actually a heavy traffic route, but it's also all residential. Very heavy residential. There's really no commercial zones on 75th. On Bay Ridge, I'll say Bay Ridge Parkway just to keep it, because people get confused. So Bay Ridge Parkway. There's no commercial zones really, only on like corners. As we cross some streets, whenever we cross like an intersection, you might see like a corner deli or something like that, but that's about it. It is very nice out. It is 60 degrees right now. I am wearing shorts. You heard that right. I am wearing shorts. I'm wearing my yellow spring jacket with some cargo shorts. It's the first day in 2025 that I'm throwing the cargo shorts on. I should have threw them on for my walk in the city that I did the other day, but they're on today. As you can see, there's a lot of traffic on this route. This right here is 15th Avenue. And we shouldn't have problems crossing most of these intersections, because since Bay Ridge Parkway is a very busy route, the traffic lights usually favor going in this direction. So we will be passing, at some point, we will be passing past St. Ephrem's. So we'll take a stop over there. We also got McKinley Park we're going to be passing by. And we're going to be crossing over the what I like to call I-287. You can see all these homes, different types of homes. They still got that Christmas lights on up there. Just a whole mix of houses. You got these sloped roofs, these pointy roofs, and then you got that one walk up, that brick walk up. Look at that. Right in between another smaller house. And then across the street, it's really the same stuff. Yeah, a lot of these houses have some nice greenage in them. Yeah, we'll see a lot of nice homes all the way up. When we get past McKinley Park, there's that one section that has a lot of those nice, like we just passed, one of those those round rotunda brick walk-ups. Person looked like the Invisible Man, all covered up with sunglasses. Now, the one thing I didn't mention, which is hard to notice in the camera, it's similar to our 47th Street walk. I mean, we were walking pretty much uphill the whole time here. Take a look at all these nice homes. So we are walking uphill. But then when we get over by like Ridge Boulevard, we get into the Bay Ridge, we're going to be walking down one of the steepest hills of Bay Ridge. Probably, it is the steepest actually. It's the steepest hill in Bay Ridge. It's so steep that on the streets of 76th and 74th Street, which sandwich Bay Ridge Parkway, they have stairs. They couldn't, when they were creating those roads, they couldn't even create roads. They were too steep, so they put stairs on 76th Street and on 74th Street. Bay Ridge Parkway, 75th Street, has a very steep downhill when we get down there. Here we go, 13th Avenue. We have just entered Dyker Heights. Here you go, some bricks. I know I mentioned it earlier, but it's very nice. 60 degrees, not a lot of wind. But I did something. I did my rule. I know I mentioned it in one of my walks, my previous walks recently. I said, always have the sun on my back and always have the wind on my back. So we got both of those. If you look at my shadow, the sun is directly 6 o'clock behind me. It is lined up. Alright, we've made it to 12th Avenue. I guess we'll just hang out here for a moment. There we go. Yeah, more of these. Now these houses change a bit. They got like these shorter brick-faced ones. Some stucco. And remember, I'm not even showing you guys the other side. So there's a whole nother world on the other side of this street. Yeah, look at that house across the street. Look at that one. The blue, the white with the like the baby blue frames. It just stands out so much. Just a whole mix of different styles of homes on this one, on this section. And yes, there is a bus line that runs through here B4. It will take you to Sheepshead Bay. This is the bus to Sheepshead Bay. I thought that guy was running for the bus. He's just running. All right, we just we hit level ground. We're not going uphill anymore, so it's level now. I could feel it. My legs are not pushing as hard now. Somebody is texting me right now. Let's see who it is. Nah, it's always those I get texts like at least once a week from Verizon with all these deals that they're having. And I just delete them, I guess. All right, we're gonna actually cross over because we're getting close to 4 Hamilton Parkway and St. Ephrem, so I'm gonna get over on the other side. Oh, the sound of spring. That is the sound of spring, my friends. Leaf blowers. All right, we're gonna get the light here. Don't you like that perfect timing? I get the light right as I'm getting to the corner. So this church up here has a really nice statue. There's a statue of Jesus Christ with his arms around the Twin Towers. I'm going to give you guys a look at that in a second. It's a very beautiful church. So we'll slow down here. So these are the grounds of the church that start all the way back here, about midway down the block. So you can see they have a lot of real estate, a lot of land. And over here you have the statue. A lot of people come here, and if you look at these, they've got these engraved stones. A lot of people come here to sit. You see these two benches here. We got to cross Fort Hamilton Parkway. I'll show you guys the statue of Jesus with the Twin Towers coming up here. And I'll actually give you guys a look at the church. So here you go. So this is what I was talking about. Here's what I'll do. I will come up this way. This is new, this wheelchair ramp. We used to skateboard over here. I remember when this wasn't here many years ago and you could skateboard over here. But this is the church right here. What I'm going to do is come backwards here. Here we go. Gave you guys a look, and with good timing, we got the light. So this right here is Fort Hamilton Parkway, and this is McKinley Park. This was my second park as a kid. You know, I lived in Sunset Park, right down the block from the actual Sunset Park, but we used to come here as a backup. And we're gonna come through the park. Got a bunch of kids. Looks like a little school trip. I'll just wait until they pass. But anyway, this is the basketball court, which has really been the same spot since the park was built a long time ago. And then I'll take you guys, you know what, we'll take a little detour. We'll get back onto Bay Ridge Parkway, but we'll take you up this little hill. There's like a little hill here. It's like a mini Sunset Park. It's probably half the size, but it's got like a, you know, it's got its own little hill. So we are on the hill right now. This is it. This right where that flagpole is the highest point of the park. What I'll do is I'll give you guys a look around. So park is basically one square block. It's a one square city block. Actually, it's more than that. It goes down one long block and maybe about 3 short blocks wide. So yeah, this was a park as a kid, and then as a teenager skateboarded, and this was a big skateboarding park back in the day. I don't know if there's still skateboarders here, but when we were teenagers in the 90s, in the late 80s and 90s, we were all down here. We're going to get across I-287 here. And once we do that, we will officially be in Bay Ridge. So we are leaving Dyker Heights right now. Let's see if we get lucky and we get a light here. It doesn't look like it. You know what though? Do I want to be on this side or that side? You know what I'm going to do? We're going to get on that side because some nice homes on this side coming up. So. This is 7th Avenue. We recently did this. This is 7th Avenue going north, and then you have 7th Avenue going south on the other side of this overpass. Everyone you see going in that direction, heading west, right here, they're going to the bridge. Definitely going over the Arizona Bridge. All right. We are stuck at a light here. Alright, I figured I'd edit that whole wait out. It was about a couple of minutes. Alright, so now we're going to start seeing a lot of these a lot of these walk-ups on both sides of the street. Now across the street the walk-ups are a little higher, the stairs, so these are a little smaller. If you see what I'm talking about across, so you can see those flights, those stair flights are a lot higher. Here's what I'll do. I will cross over back again and we'll take a look at the walk-ups on the other side on the next block. That's an interesting looking corner home. Looks like a big, looks like multiple apartments in there. You know what, we could stay on this side. You got some walk-ups on both sides. Watch, this car is gonna make this turn on me. All right, we'll stay on this side. There you go. We are about to hit 5th Avenue. So now we're going to be hitting some big intersections. 5th, 4th, and 3rd. 4th is going to be our biggest one. And then after 3rd, we start to hit the remaining streets of Ridge, Colonial, Narrows, and then Shore Road. So we are getting close. We're definitely halfway through the walk at this point, if not more than half. I've kind of slowed the pace down a bit because it looks like we're completing this on a pretty good clip. So I decided to slow down. What I'm going to do right now is cross over while there's lights on either end of the block that let me do it. So here we are on 5th Avenue. Give you guys a look. All right, let's start moving. So of all the walk-ups that we pass on 75th Street, I feel that these are the nicest. And it's like this on both sides. So I picked this side. These I think are the nicest. And it goes all the way up. If you look, it's just one. It's on both sides too. If you look at the other side, same thing. Two sides of these nice. You got the nice rounded fronts, rotunda fronts I call them. Some of these have, on both sides, some of them have doctor's offices at the bottom floor, like this is a podiatrist. This is also the section of Bay Ridge Parkway that the marathon runners go up when they turn onto 4th. So, when you see the marathon, there's so many runners that they split them up. And they have one group going, that turn on 92nd Street, and then another group will turn on this block. They come off of I-287 and they come up here. I've done the marathon walk, so you guys could look and see what I'm talking about. Go back in the channel and check it out. Well, here we go, 4th Avenue. Definitely going to get stuck at a light. We got this church on the corner here. On the other side, we'll take a look at it. And if you notice, 4th Avenue, not 4th Avenue, but this is where it crooks to the left. So the street is no longer lined up, so we gotta kind of turn a little left here. So there's 75th Street over there now, so we gotta kind of go that way now. Yeah, we got a few churches within a few blocks here. If you look, you see church. You got a church over there. You got a church down there. I think that's just a convent or something right there, or a Catholic school. I don't know. So here we go. I'm gonna walk across. We'll take a look at this church. This is called the Lutheran Church of the Good Shepherd. That is what this church is named. I could feel the R train rumbling underneath me. I don't know if you guys could hear it. I put the camera by the sidewalk. Well, yeah, this is the 4th Avenue is the 4th Avenue is the R line. It runs pretty much along the entire length of 4th Avenue from Atlantic Barclay Station all the way to the last stop, 95th Street. And at one time, there's actually an empty space behind the retainer wall at 95th Street. They were going to run the train all the way to 101st Street and also make it turn into Fort Hamilton Army Base. But it ends at 95th Street. So from this point on, we'll start to see more and more apartment buildings now. I mean, there'll still be the smaller homes mixed in. But it's mostly, there's going to be a good number of apartment buildings coming up. And we're going uphill again. But we are about to hit that downhill I told you about in a couple of blocks. And I'll go into the street when we get there to show you. I mean, it is the steepest downhill in Bay Ridge. It's actually steeper than the downhill in Dyker Heights. That's a nice home. Look at that. Nice navy blue. All right, we're on 3rd Avenue now. This is where the Key Food is in front of me, and then to my left is Salty Dog.
Okay, you're not, so we won't be able to do that, right?
I could probably make it across. Look at that. There's a big water delivery over here. Or is that filled water? Yeah, that's filled water. I thought they were recycling. It's actually filled water. And then those were all empty jugs in front of me. So you can see some apartment buildings over there. And every once in a while you see one of these. And we are about to hit the downhill I was talking about. As a matter of fact, if I go in the street now, it's kind of interesting. If you go in the street now, you could actually see the Staten Island skyline, St. George, out there. If you really look. Now you see that car? Oh, he's not going to go down. What I was hoping is that he was going to drive down, and you see the car disappear. That's how steep it is. So I'll stay here and see if we get any cars coming up the road. But of course, there's no traffic when I want there to be traffic. But you can see like how it just falls off like a cliff down there past the light. There you go. You see a car down there? That black SUV? Well, he's not going down either. Let's see if this car does it. Let's see if we get one of these cars going down. You can see it disappear. There you go. Watch. Bye-bye. That's how steep that hill is. That is a steep hill. Ridge Boulevard. We are almost done. We've got about another 3 blocks or so. I know when you get to Narrows, it's kind of a short block. It's a short road. I'm gonna level the camera to show you how steep this hill is. That's how steep it is. You can see it's like on the bottom of the screen. I can feel gravity pulling me down. We got an apartment building over there. And now, once we get off this block, we'll be back to, smaller homes for the rest of the way. So this was a very nice walk. It is, like I said, it is very nice out. I could definitely ditch the jacket and just go t-shirts and shorts. Right now I got my shorts on, but I got the jacket on. I can hear a cardinal in the tree somewhere. I could see the cardinal, but if I point the camera, you're not going to see it. It's so small. It's like right above me. All right, I could see the end. I could see it down there. I could start to see the ocean. This is Colonial. Nice car. Let's give boxingcoachmike.com a plug. There you go. So if anybody watching this decides to hire that guy, you got to make sure you say, hey, Stride Warrior sent me. Of course, he'll be like, who the hell is Stride Warrior? But you know what? Hey, cross advertising. So there's going to be a couple of nice big homes down here. You'll see in a few moments as we get down the block here, right before we end it. And if you look across the street, that is the kind of real estate you're going to see. Those are actually pretty interesting, those fronts. The big windows. You got this really big home on the corner coming up here. What I'll do is I'll get out onto the street. And down here is very light traffic, and that's why you have a blinking red traffic light down here. Here we go. This is the home I was telling you about. Nice big corner home. And this right here is Narrows Avenue. Corner of Narrows and Bay Ridge Parkway. But like I said, Narrows to Shore Road is a short one. So I want to thank everybody for tagging along. We're about to end it in a minute. What I will do is I will end it across Shore Road to give you guys a look at the bay. We're literally lines up with St. George Ferry Terminal. You could see the ferry terminal out there, right above this woman's head that's walking towards us. You could see all the Staten Island ferries docked over there. But what I'll do is I'll end it in the park. We'll go in the park, all right? So wait, stay here. Stay with us for a moment. Just a few more moments, I'll let you guys go. If you haven't left already. So you can see the mouth of New York Harbor right in front of us. This is the ends of the Narrows before you get into the Hudson. What I'll do is I will end it in the park. We'll just stop down. We won't go all the way into the park. I'll just take you down the ramp. This is Shore Road Park. This is part of the whole big Shore Road Park complex that I've taken you guys through a couple of times. It runs from where the Verrazano Bridge is up on 4th Avenue down to the 6th Century Pier, which is just that way, not too far away. This is where Severian High School plays their baseball games. This is their field. And this is it. I'm going to end it right here. So I want to thank everybody for coming along. This was a nice walk. Very nice weather. It's starting to feel like spring. So, and we're going to end it with a nice little view of a hurricane hunter. Look at that. That is a hurricane hunter plane. There's a Coast Guard plane up there. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for taking along, and I will catch you all on the next one. So stay tuned for more walks, and I will see you then. So take care and bye-bye.